There's nothing like a big decision in life to lead us down a road of high-wired uncertainty. What if we make the wrong choice? What if someone judges us for what we do? Or how can we tell without hindsight what the best decision is to make? I believe that there are only two kinds of decisions, quiet and noisy. And if you're stuck, you're probably making a noisy decision. Noisy decisions are driven by negative patterns of thinking and your own fears and self-doubt. They're driven by people's opinions and your past. Because noisy decisions are driven by forces outside of your control, they always keep you feeling like you're out of control in your life. By the end of today's episode, you will know how to make life simple by minimizing the number of non-essential decisions that you have to make each day. You can cut down on the level of decision fatigue you face and lower your overall stress levels at the same time. Here are some of the most effective strategies for reducing your stress and decision fatigue. My name is Cassie Rose. Thank you for joining or welcome back. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content, and let's begin. A noisy decision is the type of decision that most of us make all the time. They're driven by noise of what's going on around us, driven by the noise of fear, driven by the noise of anxiety, driven by the noise of pleasing other people. Dr. Robbins said that taking this approach, you remove all the fear and uncertainty of what may be coding your decision. Instead of agonizing over how or when or why, you try to tune into your gut instinct. Here are a few practices to minimize decision fatigue and maximize productivity and creativity. Number 1, you want to build habits into your schedule. You already have several things that you do each day without even thinking about it, like getting out of bed, taking a shower, and eating breakfast. You probably don't think too much about how to get these things done. You just do them. There are a number of different ways that you can build automatic habits into your day. Some ideas might include eating the same thing for breakfast every day, scheduling what you'll work on certain days of the week or certain times of the day. Create a weekly exercise schedule so that you know how you'll be exercising and when. Whatever you can work into your schedule becomes one less thing that you have to decide on later. In turn, the second idea is to make fewer decisions in general. One important way to reduce decision fatigue is simply to start making fewer decisions each day. So how do you go about doing this? Well, the key is to keep only the decisions that bring you joy and the ones that are truly important for you to make, and then eliminate the other choices that don't really matter to you. Some things that you can do to reduce this decision load is, again, eating the same breakfast and lunch every day because maybe you don't care that much. You have foods that you really enjoy, so you just go back to those on a daily basis and eat them instead. You could also follow the same schedule every day. It's really helpful for a lot of people to wake up at the same time, and it's really good for our rhythms. Have a rotation of meals each night of the week so that you don't have to think about what healthy options there are, what you do when you go grocery shopping. You can set up automatic payments, wake up at the same time every morning, go to bed at the same time every night. Think about all of the daily choices that you make. If you feel like any of them are really a burden to deal with, find a way to make those choices a part of your routine, and then make room for more of the choices that only you can make. Number 3, stick with your decisions. One of the really fatiguing aspects of decision making is the feeling that the decision you made may not be the right one, which leads you to revisit it, second guessing yourself, and this often takes a larger toll on you than you may realize. Rather than beating yourself up over making the wrong decision, just decide the choices made and move on. This is really important because at the end of the day, some choices just don't really matter that much. You could say yes or you could say no, but at the end of the day, what's draining you is going back and forth on whether or not it's right. This moves to another one. Get comfortable with saying no. Sometimes it's a struggle to decide what you want to do and what you don't. Other times you know what you want, but you also have to factor in the consequences of saying yes or no to everyone else's lists of wants and needs for you. Get comfortable saying no to people so that you don't have to worry so much about whether or not you're pleasing them, hurting them. At the end of the day, we have to say no to some things in order to say yes to something else. So get comfortable saying the word no. Decision making can be a hidden source of stress. And being faced with too many choices can ultimately lead to decision fatigue. But doing things to simplify and streamline your life By doing this, you'll be able to better manage these stressors and make better choices that will ultimately leave you feeling happier and more satisfied in life. I hope that you found this helpful. Go ahead and comment below, what are some of the decisions that you find hard to make every day? Is it saying yes or no to people? Is it sometimes just deciding where you want to eat or when you want to eat? Leave a comment down below, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, click subscribe so that you can become a part of the family. So happy that you watched this, and we'll see you next Wednesday.